Younghoe Koo to get us started. And off we go here in Atlanta. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Here comes the third-year man out of Michigan State, Kenneth Walker. And a good start on the ground. He gets 8 on the game's opener. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. That's over the middle and intercepted. Hit by the rookie out of Oklahoma. And the Falcons will take over possession here at the 44.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
2nd and 7. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll go again with Robinson. And he's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
First down, 46-yard line. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. London brought in motion. They'll go play action now with Penix. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. That is Joey Bosa in on the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Pitts is the man in motion. Now Penix on 3rd and long. Now, deep ball for London. That one is batted away. incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Here we go.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
That one intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates.
You know, Mike, we all understand that the NFL is a passing league. But typically, when you're backed up this close to your own goal line, you tend to want to keep it on the ground for this very reason. Not only does the play result in a turnover, but now your defense has to go out there and defend.
Powering forward. He's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He's got the hookup to C.J. Uzomah. He'll drop to throw. This one to his big tight end, Uzomah. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. We are through one. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 19 tight.
He'll look to throw. That's the veteran, Mercedes Lewis. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Straight ahead, it's Walker. The Seahawks are going to have it first and goal. He'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the first down.
He'll get this forward, no signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. A little closer. Here's second and goal. They'll run with Walker. And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit. And now it is third and goal. Now they'll set up to throw.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, but I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
The offense staying put. Fourth and goal from the 2. They'll look to throw. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. That's going to be intercepted. And the defense finds the end zone. Great work inside by the linebacker, who takes it back the other way for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he just never saw the linebacker in the middle of the field, Mike, and the quarterback was locked in on his receiver. And once that ball came out of his hand, I think he wanted it back.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Nice run that time, and Bijan Robinson, I mean, what can you say, Mike, about his rookie season? Over 1,400 yards from scrimmage, and you know what the crazy part is? I think there's a lot of room for him to continue to improve both himself and the system that he's operating in.
Cougar 19! Alert! Alert!
On first down, right back to Robinson.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On play action, Penix. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. That is fielded at the 20. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
This one complete to his tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Throwing now from the gun. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
60 Eagles.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. He'll try to run for it.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
Now the lefty Penix on 1st down. He fires downfield for Pitts. And he's in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Falcons. Here's Coop for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Falcons will move out to a 14-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Divine Diablo there to make the play. They'll keep it on the ground here again. He's inside the 35. And he's going to go all the way for the touchdown. But hold everything. There's a flag way back on the other side of the field. And this one is going to get wiped away. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see if we come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Pitts is the man in motion. On second down, here's Penix. That's complete to McLeod. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Another run here for Robinson. Here now, 3rd and 5.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, here is Penix. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw. It's Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around...
Now, on the return, he has lost the football. But he'll gather it back in. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Walker. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a...
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran, Stephon Gilmore. And he is just going to waltz his way in. The pick six. A touchdown for the defense. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will take a 21-7 lead. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Right back to the air following that pick six. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. A pickup there of 28 yards.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Back to the air once more on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
They'll throw out of the gun, and he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for the fourth and long will end up in a turnover on downs. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Here we go, set.
Now Penix to throw on second down. We'll try to set up a tight end screen with Pitts. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Let's go now.
London brought in motion. Penix on 3rd down. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Again, working deep downfield. And he will score! Game on! Noah Fant! Touchdown, Seattle.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who have also scored throughout the league.
Oh, do you believe it? It's no good. That is his first extra point miss of the season. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Ready.
They'll send a tight end in motion. Give to Robinson from the pistol. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. London brought in motion. And here's Bijan. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is Penix. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Set. Go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Now, deep ball for London. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Drake London. Touchdown, Atlanta. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Now, he'll air one out. And that is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He's going to look downfield once again. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
He's going to try it here again. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. It's out wide. They're trying the tight end screen.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, it's Penix. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. 4th down, and the Falcons turn to Younghoe Koo for the field goal. His kick is good. And the Falcons will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, It winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. Now they'll set up to throw. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. Now Seattle will use the final timeout.
And that's a big-time effort on fourth down. If he doesn't come up with this ball, Mike, they turn it over on downs, but instead, not only does he lay out and make a terrific catch, they get a fresh set of downs here and now see if they can finish this thing off and come away with some points.
Now he'll run.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. Big strides. Look at him go. And he will go all the way. Noah Fant. Touchdown, Seahawks. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson.
This is one of those situations, Mike, where a rookie quarterback can kind of be baited into thinking something's open when it's really not. And these are the things that all coaches are just continuing to work through. Anytime you have a young signal caller, they haven't seen the reps. They don't have the experience. In this case, the defense plays this one to perfection, and it results in the big takeaway.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll run with Robinson. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
70 range.
On 3rd down, Penix. He fires downfield for Pitts. And that is incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll run here with Walker. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And he is just going to waltz his way in. The pick six. A touchdown for the defense. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their second pick six of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's one pick six, but to get two pick sixes in the same game, this defense is on fire.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
Set, go.
They'll look to throw. Get this complete. It's Kupp again. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Throwing now on 1st and 10. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.